Um, I feel like I'm a man of the people. I feel like I got a pretty good finger on the pulse of what everybody's saying, whether I agree or disagree with it. I can usually work my mind around where this is coming from. And over the weekend, I saw people. I will say a tweet from your people at Woodward. Woodward Sports put it out, and I clicked on it to comments because I wanted to see the comments that were like, "Oh, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen." Like, y'all tripping. Like, what are you talking about? But no, I didn't see that. I saw, yeah, that would be a great idea. Yeah, I hope they do it. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what world am I living in?
Uh
So the thing that I saw was,
oh.
should the Detroit Lions sign Daniel Jones?
Oh, nah, not at all. No, that's craziness.
Hey man, I thought it was crazy too, and I'm like, what world am I living in where Daniel Jones is the answer to any question?
So, so the only thing I can think of, man, is there is a big majority of people who want to trade away Hendon Hooker, and they will accept any backup quarterback available in order to get that done because they do not want Hendon Hooker. I mean, they want to get something for Hendon Hooker. And, I've always been on the camp of, keeping Hendon Hooker. You know what I'm saying? I want Hendon Hooker on the team. But there's a big majority of fans that want so badly for the team to get rid of Hendon Hooker.
Well, for those fans, the trade deadline is come and gone, so you can't get rid of him this year. So it wouldn't even be a point of signing Daniel Jones this year. The there was one of the reporters put out a list of teams that were interested in Daniel Jones, and the Lions were on that list. It was a reputable reporter, so I was just blown away. Like, why would the Lions even think about Hendon Hooker? And I mean, I don't need to ask you. I already know your answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. People were trying to upsell this idea because obviously Daniel Jones has been a starter in the league for like 3 years, so he's had plenty of experience. But that being said, if Jared Goff were to get hurt, would you rather see Daniel Jones out there or Hendon Hooker?
Of course, I'm gonna say Hendon Hooker, man. I don't want to see Daniel Jones on my enemy's team. Like, if the Bears or the Packers were walking up to me and like, "Hey, dog, do you think we should get Daniel Jones?" I'd be like, "Whoa, dog, I don't think y'all should do that."
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, man. I feel like I just woke up and I woke up in a world where nobody's seen Daniel Jones play football.
Nah, man. But you know what I'm saying. But and another thing to those fans, man, that want so badly, like I think the Lions picked Hendon Hooker for a reason. Because they saw him and he was one of their guys. They were happy with that guy. I don't know what the future plans is for Hendon Hooker, but as far as I know, from my experience and what the Lions have been doing, the Lions upper management is like, man, I don't give a fuck what the fans say. We gonna do what the fuck we want to do anyway. And it just seems like whether you think it's smart or not, it feels like the Lions are gonna do whatever fuck they want to do. And I just feel like Hendon Hooker is not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, Hendon Hooker is not going anywhere. We talked about it with the defense, next man up mentality, and like I said, you are able. Every team has the next man up mentality, but it's different with the Lions. And why is it different? Because of the depth that we talked about ad nauseum. The Lions are so deep at every position, and why should quarterback be any different? And
Right.
yeah, you don't have a veteran quarterback. You got a rookie quarterback. Or he's not a rookie anymore, but you know what I mean. You got a rookie quarterback back there, and
Essentially a rookie.
yeah, and the whole thing is for
He
him
was
to
hurt
just
last.
sit back there and learn. And honestly, I am in my heart, I believe that the Lions have no intention of Hendon Hooker playing anytime soon. And people are mad at that, like, oh, that's a waste of a pick. That's not a waste of a pick because you don't know if Jared Goff will get hurt. Nobody knows if Jared Goff gets hurt. And then if Jared Goff does get hurt, now you're scrambling. And then you can say, well, you should just sign a backup and then have him, But then it's like you're only going to put so much money into a backup quarterback. Yeah, I mean, that's it. So you paying Hendon Hooker no money to be your backup quarterback. The kid has loads of potential. He's got all the time in the world to develop and be ready. And if break glass in case of emergency ever happens, then this guy could potentially be starting for another team, especially with the if Caleb Williams could start for another team. No offense to Bryce Young, if Bryce Young could start for another team, coming out of the Colts game, I don't know if you've been hearing it, but all I've been hearing is, man, you really saw how raw Anthony Richardson is. You really saw how much he got to develop. Bo Nix hit the ground running, but Bo Nix stayed in college for over 4 years. So he's had, which is rare. Everybody wants to come out as fast as they can. So, something said about players, NBA, NFL, if you stay in college, that people nowadays, man, people use that against you. Oh, he's too old. He's been in college so long. So it's reports that, hey, maybe the Falcons might be looking to move Kirk Cousins because Michael Penix, another guy that stayed in college all that time and had all that time to develop, and now he's had a whole season to sit. So yeah, man, I'm with you, man. I don't think Hendon Hooker's going anywhere, and I think this is a problem with a lot of it's a problem throughout society and a lot of different things that we see and that we do. But the end thing is, like, people don't want to look at the big picture. They just want to look at right now and look at hindsight and just say, oh, that was dumb, that was stupid, that was a waste of a pick. But yeah, man, like, if it ever came down to it, I'm with you. I would feel much more comfortable with Hendon Hooker out there, somebody who's been in the system, somebody who knows the room, somebody who, again, goes back to what I was saying in the Lions recipe video. Shout out to everybody for pumping that video up. We still going. We had like 2.7 thousand views, but it's
shout out.
Yeah, it's the fact that these guys this is all they know. All they know is grit. All they know is the Lion culture. Daniel Jones. If you get Daniel Jones in here, you gotta. I mean, I don't know how. It might not even be a hard process, but you gotta undo everything that happened over there in the Giants organization. And I don't want to project. Somebody else can have that project.
Man, just retire. You got your money, go home. Like, if I say Daniel Jones showing up to try, what are you doing here, dog? Just go home.
Daniel Jones makes sense. Where would I don't even know where Daniel Jones would make sense at, man.
The only place I could say the worst quarterback in the league right now, the only person I would say that's not worse than Daniel Jones and where he will make sense is probably be Will Levis and the Titans.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that. Oh, that's a great segue.